Hey there, world explorers and couch travelers. Ready to embark on a European escapade? We're about to crisscross the continent, hitting up Zurich, Vienna, Brussels, Lisbon, Moscow, and Prague. It's like the ultimate express tour, where the jet lag is zero and the fun is off the charts. Buckle up, because this trip is so fast-paced, it makes your favorite streaming binge look like a slow-motion documentary. First up is Zurich, Switzerland. Imagine a city so neat and orderly that even the pigeons look like they have a schedule. Zurich is like that friend who always shows up with everything perfectly coordinated: outfit, timing, and probably even their breakfast. The trains here run with such precision, they practically laugh in the face of delays. It's like the city itself is an overachieving high school student, always acing every test and showing up with a perfect attendance record. Let's stroll down Bahnhofstrasse, Zurich's answer to Fifth Avenue. It's so posh that even your credit card will get a workout just from looking at the designer shops. It's like walking through a fashion magazine, where everyone is impeccably dressed, and you're there in your comfy hoodie feeling like you're underdressed for a job interview. But hey, enjoy the people watching. Watching everyone casually throw around Swiss francs like confetti is a spectacle in itself. And don't miss Old Town Zurich. It's like stepping into a medieval fairy tale where the streets are so charming, you'll feel like you've been cast in a historical drama. Just watch out for the cobblestones. They're very much alive and eager to trip you up as you try to blend in with the locals. It's a picturesque maze where getting lost is part of the adventure. Next stop, Vienna, Austria. Vienna is like Europe's aristocratic grandparent, always dignified, a bit old-fashioned, but with a charm that never fades. Schönbrunn Palace is so majestic, it'll make your last family reunion look like a backyard barbecue. With more gold leaf than a blinged-out wrapper, this place is the epitome of opulence. It's so grand, you'll probably start wondering if you should curtsy upon entering. Take a stroll down Graben Street, Vienna's upscale shopping paradise. It's where you'll find luxury boutiques that'll have you questioning if you accidentally walked into a high-end fashion show. Just try not to feel too out of place when you see the high-fashion locals strutting their stuff like they're auditioning for America's Next Top Model. And don't forget to visit Kärntnertor Theatre. It's like Vienna's little secret, an opera house so beautifully preserved, even the ghosts of old-time composers probably pop in for a matinee. Now we're off to Brussels, Belgium. A city where the waffles are so good, they should be considered a national treasure. The Grand Place looks like someone designed a stage set for the most elaborate play ever. And guess what? You're the star. It's the kind of place where every square inch is so ornate that even the pigeons look like they're posing for Instagram. Rue de Bouvril is a fantastic spot for those who love a mix of local flair and historic charm. It's where you'll find everything from quaint boutiques to cozy cafes. Speaking of which, Brussels chocolate shops are legendary. They've turned chocolate into an art form, so much so that you might start feeling guilty about eating it, but only briefly before you dive in with both hands. Next up is Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon is like a vibrant painting come to life, full of colour, character, and the occasional street musician who'll serenade you as you walk by. The city's streets are so picturesque they look like they were designed by an artist who had one too many espressos. The Belém Tower stands tall, looking like it's straight out of a storybook, just without the dragons or the quest for the Holy Grail. Avenida da Liberdade is Lisbon's answer to luxury shopping, and it's so grand that even the trees seem to be well dressed. Here, you'll find high-end stores that make your shopping list feel like a wish list from a fantasy world. And then there's pastéis de nata, Portugal's custard tarts that are so good they might just make you reconsider all your dietary choices. You'll end up eating so many of these that you might start thinking you're part of a secret pastry eating club. Now we're off to Moscow, Russia. Moscow is like the city that decided to throw a history party and invite everyone from the past. Red Square is so iconic, it's like walking onto a movie set where every corner is meticulously designed. And St. Basil's Cathedral? It looks like someone took a color palette and just went wild. It's Moscow's way of showing that even religious architecture can be a work of art. one that you'll probably want to photograph from every angle. Arbat Street is where you'll find a blend of historic charm and modern hustle. It's bustling with street performers, souvenir shops, and cafes where you can sip on traditional Russian tea. And let's not forget Russian cuisine. Borscht and blini are like the national comfort foods, and you'll eat so much of them that your stomach will be singing Russian folk songs by the end of the meal. Finally, we wrap up in Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is like the city that decided to take all the fairy tales and make them real. Prague Castle looks like it's straight out of a fantasy novel, with turrets and towers that would make any knight envious. Charles Bridge is the perfect place for a romantic stroll. Just be prepared for crowds, because everyone else has the same idea. Old Town Square is where the astronomical clock puts on its hourly show. It's like a historical performance art piece, where you'll witness a parade of medieval figurines doing their thing. And Wenceslas Square is the bustling heart of Prague, where shopping, dining, and people watching collide in a delightful frenzy. It's like the city's main event, and you're front and center. And there you have it, a whirlwind, laugh-packed tour across Zurich, Vienna, Brussels, Lisbon, Moscow, and Prague. From Swiss efficiency to Portuguese pastries, and from Russian architecture to Czech charm, Europe has something for everyone, and a few surprises along the way. Thanks for coming along on this virtual journey. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure. Until next time, remember, the best way to travel is with a sense of humor and a Wi-Fi connection. See you next time.